I've been a little tough on the NCAA of late. I've always felt that the NCAA didn't plan ahead. They didn't see the clouds gathering on the horizon, and they basically gave up their control of collegiate athletics by not adapting to what they saw coming. And now they're in their last gasp of trying to maintain some kind of control. And that was brought to light for me over the past few weeks. I read an article in USA Today about the College Football Playoff Association negotiating a deal for their playoff with ESPN into the 2031-32 season for $8 billion, nearly $8 billion. And nowhere in the article talking about this media rights negotiation did the NCAA ever get mentioned. So if you're asking how far the NCAA has fallen, here's a group that once controlled collegiate athletics, and now an $8 billion deal is struck, and they're not even mentioned in the article. And by the way, regarding the playoff, if you think you're done with the playoff scenarios, it's just beginning. It's going to go to 12 teams next year, but that's not a guarantee. They're already talking about 14. Who knows what's coming down the road? Maybe 16. So the College Football Playoff Association is changing their rules as they go along too. Here's the other beauty. Remember, College Football Playoff Association had the Power Five? Those were the five big conferences, and one team from each was going to get in. Well, there aren't Power Five anymore. There's only four. The Pac-12 is gone. Essentially, there is no Pac-12, so there's a Power Four. Now, only two of those four are the big shots. That's the Big Ten and the SEC. It's like at Thanksgiving dinner. The Big Ten and the SEC are at the grown-ups table. The ACC and the Big 12 are at the kids table. And right now, the dictating that's going on by the SEC and Big Ten is going to shape what the college football playoff looks like as you go down the road, because they're the most powerful. And not to mention the fact that as you go forward with this whole playoff scenario with $8 billion in the hopper, what about the players? Are they going to get paid any of that money over and above their NIL? What about the legal lawsuits that might come out of this? Antitrust legislation. Players are now being called or ruled as employees of universities, and they're going to unionize. All of this stuff is in the mix going forward. We haven't even touched the surface of what the college football playoffs and what collegiate athletics is going to look like. Now, if you want to see more of this commentary in a written word, go to my website, jimbrandstatter.com, or my Facebook page, and you can see a written version of this commentary on the college football playoff and the NCAA. In the meantime, stay tuned, because what you read today about the college football playoff and college football, college athletics, it could all change within the next 10 minutes. That's about what you can count on going forward in collegiate athletics.